Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to feature a Louis Vuitton unboxing, but it's not the big one. The big one is coming this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But I just so happened to get a little something in the mail yesterday, all the way from Japan. I am spreading my wings a little bit, buying internationally, but I'm trying to be as careful as possible to check the reviews on the sellers, and also I am trying to stay under $800 because I don't want to pay customs or duties when these items make it into the USA. This is a little item, but it is going to make a tremendous transformation in a bag that I have in my closet. And for that reason, I cannot wait to show you. I hope you can see how excited I am. I also have something else on the way for this particular bag, and I'm going to tell you ahead of time what that something is because I want to give you a chance to get some of these things for yourself. So I picked up this item on Poshmark. I found it and I looked at all the pictures up close, didn't see an issue. The seller had thousands upon thousands of sales with almost all, if not all, positive love notes. Poshmark is a little tricky because they don't really tell you what the seller's rating is, but they do tell you if the seller has a high volume, and you can go in and look at their love notes and you can see if there's anything negative in there. The only thing about this seller that I really didn't like was their communication. I purchased this on a Thursday and I got no communication from them, no tracking before Monday. And at that point, I messaged them and said, when are you going to ship this item? And then a day passed and I was frustrated. So I asked them to cancel the sale if they weren't going to ship this item, at which point they said, we already shipped it and it's arriving tomorrow. So I got this on Wednesday, and despite the frustration I had with the seller's communication, I am over the moon. So let's get into the box. I like it when these things come with a box, as long as the box isn't too big. I actually use these little boxes to help display my handbags and provide elevation for ones that are tucked just a little bit behind. I do put dust bags over the top of them when I'm storing my bags though, so that I don't have any transfer of the orange from the box onto the bags. So I have dust bags under all of my bags because I don't want them to stick to the plastic that I have lining my metal shelves. And I do line my metal shelves in plastic so I don't get the wire impressions on the bottoms of my bags. So here we go. It's not looking very pretty the way I have it all crunched up. This is called a Capucines charm, and it comes with different colors of leather, but the one I picked is a pale pinky mauve shade with silver hardware. There aren't too many charms out there that have silver hardware for women with Louis Vuitton, and the men's ones are just humongous in comparison. I tried on one of the men's charms on one of my Alma BBs with an LV on it, and it was huge. It was just too bulky for me. And so I was crossing my fingers, since I had never seen this before, that it would work. And I think it really does. I didn't even check to see if these were on the Louis Vuitton website, which was probably a mistake, because sometimes charms are like marked up when you buy them pre-loved higher than the website is, but I don't think it was on there. And just for comparison references, you can see the facets charm on your left on my Speedy 20 here, and that charm is still available. It's $315. I think it's the best deal for a charm that LV has. And this Capucines charm is very similar, although it does have the leather wrapping, but the size and the general effect I think is very similar. I have been having a ball dressing up my mini Boston bags by Dress Up Your Purse with Louis Vuitton accessories. And as you can see here, this one has a luggage tag as well as two of my other ones. And let me just tell you, as far as luggage tags go, these little clips that hook them on, I get them from Organize My Bag. I don't get anything else from Organize My Bag, but I love those clips because they're smaller than anywhere else I have found, and I like how it's less kind of visible on the bag. So I'll link those down below, and I do have a discount code for 10% off. They're $12, but to me, the aesthetic of it is worth it. I've tried several other brands from other companies of the luggage clips, and they just look so bulky in comparison to this one. For this dress up your purse mini Boston bag in the graphite gray shade, I should say, I wanted to either get a luggage tag to put on it like I did with my others and then get it stamped the next time I went to a Louis Vuitton, or I wanted to get something kind of like I had on my Speedy 20 that I just showed you. And so I found this before I found the luggage tag. Now the luggage tag would have been much cheaper because you can pick up pre-loved luggage tags by Louis Vuitton on eBay as well as other sites, one of which is ran by a lady on Facebook who I'm very familiar with. She goes by Nani Joe, and she has two Facebook groups. One has to do with Louis Vuitton straps and accessories, and then she throws in some other brands too. And the other one is her Dream Divas group. I'll link those both down below, but I have found several accessories and chains on those two Facebook groups, and I trust Nani Joe and Rochelle Mullion, and I'm not sure who else, but I know I trust those two a whole lot. So I didn't get this charm from her. Like I said, I got it from Poshmark. But as I was scrolling Facebook today, what popped up? A cream or off-white colored luggage tag that would match the stitching on this bag by Louis Vuitton with silver hardware, and she sold it to me for $65, which those tags go for $100 if you order them as a spare part with Louis Vuitton. And when I was looking for a charm for this bag, I looked for silver hardware with cream for a few days and couldn't find it. And then I found this, which I absolutely love. But when I saw the deal that Nani Joe had on that luggage tag, I just couldn't pass it up. So I think I'll probably use this charm most of the time, but I have the luggage tag on the way as well as a little clip for it from Organize My Bag. And then what's crazy is I figured out another charm I can wear with this, and that is from my Mulberry bag. It's this little acrylic green clochette that has a lock inside, and the lock's not a functional lock. It doesn't have keys or anything like that. But I think that that combo is adorable too. So not only will I have the LV charm with the pink leather, but I have the Mulberry charm with the acrylic green leather on it too. And I'm gonna have that beautiful off-white luggage tag with the pebbled leather, and I've got the little silver clip on the way. So this bag is officially charmed and decorated to the hilt. So let's talk about this chain a little bit. I picked up this chain a long time ago on Etsy, and I don't think you can get it anymore. It was from a store called Nana Store 2018, and it has little embossed bits that sort of look like the embossed bits on the Louis Vuitton Capucines chain. And it was just a little bit too long for my Busey bag, which is where I was wearing it. And my Busey bag is a Louis Vuitton bag. And then it was a little bit too long for this as far as hanging down. And one of you lovely subscribers mentioned hooking the chain to one of the handle rings and then bringing it over to the side as a way to feature the chain better. And I love, love, love that. And I have just ran with it. So I actually shortened this yesterday, and I figured out that when you have, some of these have open links. Like you can see there, that is an open link on the end. So what I did is I used my bolt cutters on the link, and that pushed the edges apart, which allowed me to remove some links from the chain. And then all I had to do was take some pliers and squeeze once to be able to reattach the end. And I hit it right there in the notch between those two links, and it worked beautifully. So there's almost no marking on the chain for me adjusting it, and I have a really nice result. I was using a chunkier chain with this bag, but I decided I preferred this one because Melody uses Louis Vuitton shaped clips on most of her bags, and I wanted all of my clips to coordinate, as you can see. If you want to create a look similar to this with a chain, Next Fashion has chains that have this size link or this shape link on the end. You can select what kind of link you want depending on the bag. You can select the length of the chain, and I've done this one at 18 inches, pretty much exactly. So that gives you an idea of how long it would need to be to drape it. But if you do get a custom chain from Next Fashion, make sure you say that you want it to be 18 inches from end to end. Otherwise, the measurements won't include the clasps, and it will be just a little longer. Of course, you can always modify it when you get it like I do, but it's certainly easier to have Paul get it the right length that you want. And he is very open to messages like that to get you the perfect length chain. Kind of an exception I made to that rule was when I dressed up my Aqua Garden with this beautiful Coach chain. This is the Aqua Garden Keep All. So before I put the pearls on it, and these are just kind of temporary, I put this clipped right here and then clipped it right there. And that was the only decoration besides the luggage tag. And then I fastened, of course, the strap it came with onto it. And I was okay with that just because of how chunky the chain is. It sort of goes with the chunky hardware that these Keep All bags come with. They're just a lot thicker and heftier than the women's Speedy bags, for example. I have been wearing this bag for 2 days with this strap, and this is so comfortable in the Togo leather. And so if the graphite gray color is one you have been considering, I would definitely recommend it. If you use my code HBHW15, it will bring the price from $229 for this bag down to $194.65, I believe. And you do get an insert with it as well as 2 straps. Now, something that has been brought to my attention is that with the black one with the pink glazing, it only came with the cotton strap. And I didn't know that. It said it in the description all along, but I thought all of them came with both straps. So if you are purchasing one of these, double check what the listing says. Some of them, the ones that are marked $199, they don't come with the insert. So there are little variations that you might need to watch out for when you purchase the mini Boston bag. Whatever the variation is, I do think they are a screaming deal and well worth it. I have one more little unboxing, and this one's going back to Fashion File, but I thought I would show it to you just so that if it pops up on your Fashion File feed, you kind of know what's going on with it. It was so tempting to me because I do have a Paris 15 in black with silver hardware coming from Dress Up Your Purse, and I thought this might be the perfect strap to play with that bag. And it came, and I'm kind of disappointed in it. It is from the Infrarouge line, which is black, and it has these red hearts on it. But my issue, and I guess I'm sort of debating about it still, but my issue is that this just feels like really plasticky compared to my Monogram Pochette Métis strap. This just seems so much more pliable and malleable than this one, and it may just be because it hasn't been used, but it also just has more of a matte appearance, which makes it go with leather if you're trying to pair it with a leather bag a little better, in my opinion. So I have that issue with this strap. If that was my only issue, I would probably just keep it. My other issue is that the keeper, if you bump it or anything, it just falls right off. I mean, it does not want to stay. If it wiggles, it just falls right off. See? I mean, it's just so loose. It's just so loose, it just falls right off. And I just don't like that. And someone told me, one of my friends told me I could have a cobbler adjust this smaller, but I'm afraid if they trim this and put new holes in it with it being canvas, that I'm going to have a problem. And I know I could always have a little piece of black leather put around there instead. I just don't want to have to do that. And I don't know. I'm just not totally in love with the strap anyway. I would have totally kept it if it weren't for this. But since Fashion File accepts returns and I'm not 100% in love with it, I think I'm going to send this back. I actually have another Louis Vuitton strap coming. I have already received it, and it was actually missing the keeper. It probably just fell off. There was a string inside the bag, and the keeper was missing, so I think it came unraveled and fell off. And so they're sending me a replacement for that one, and I'm excited to get it because I think it'll match my black Paris 15 that's coming better than this one will, and it won't be limiting in terms of what colors I decide to wear. I just thought since I wore a lot of red that this would be fun, but it's just so much harder and more plasticky than the monogram strap is. So that is my double Louis Vuitton unboxing and reveal for you. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @, then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.